We start tonight by taking a look outside. The rain came back to start the weekend, and we could be looking at more rain on the way as we head toward Christmas. Thanks for joining us tonight at 11. I'm John Adams. Celine Stevens also with us. And Celine, sounds like the rain isn't going anywhere anytime soon.
No, it's really not. But the good news is that it should not be heavy rainfall, at least for the next couple of days. Kind of like today. It was rainy in the morning. We took a break and then some sprinkles later on to the afternoon. And right now it's pretty decent out there. We're sitting at 47 degrees. Those winds blowing at 10 miles per hour. We've pretty much dried up. Take a look at our satellite. Over the course of the day, we had some thunderstorms along the coast. Of course, the rain did move through our area. But as we've gotten later on into the evening, it's really all started to die down. And we're looking pretty calm for the rest of our evening. And here's where we're going. We get into tomorrow on Sunday, and another system moves through our area, bringing widespread rainfall. That said, kind of like today, as we get later on to the afternoon, it turns into showers, pretty much breaking up by nightfall. Sunday, it looks like we get some breaks throughout the day from the rain, but then we get into Monday, mostly dry. Monday evening, more rain, taking us into Christmas Eve, and likely Christmas Day will be pretty wet as well and breezy. So lots of moisture headed our way. But focusing on tomorrow, it looks like 7 a.m. the rain is starting to move in. By 9 a.m. it should be here, sitting at 44 degrees. Noontime, we have the rain and some patchy afternoon fog, sitting at 50 degrees. And by 4 p.m., still dealing with that rainfall, low 50s. That said, again, we are going to be seeing some rain breaks in there. And by evening, things should start to taper off. But I'll have more in the full forecast coming up a little bit later. John?
All right, Celine, thank you. New tonight, a man is dead after he was hit by a car in Deschutes County. It happened early yesterday morning, just after 4 on Highway 97, about 10 miles northeast of Bend. The sheriff's office said 28-year-old Glenn Watkins was on the highway for an unknown reason when he was hit by a car. Watkins was pronounced dead at the scene. The cause of the crash is under investigation.
Everybody is somebody's child, somebody's mother, somebody's father, somebody's sister. And this doesn't just impact the folks that are on the streets.
Several Portland organizations gathered this evening to remember those who lost their lives while experiencing homelessness this year. The event coming as Multnomah County releases sobering statistics that show deaths among the unhoused continuing to rise. In Old Town, Portlanders came together on what will be the longest night of the year to light candles and remember lives lost on the city's streets in 2024.
It's really important to me. I lost 3 folks this year.
These are our neighbors. These are people that were fully rounded, amazing individuals that will be missed.
Multiple organizations, including Blanchet House, Rosehaven, and Central City Concern, took part in the event. Blankets, tents, and warm clothes were given out to those who need help surviving the long and cold winter nights.
I've seen too many people who have been basically immobilized by overexposure to cold. And so that's why we're here. This is life-saving stuff.
The event comes one day after Multnomah County released new data that shows at least 456 unhoused people died here in 2023. That's the highest total since the county started releasing that information in 2011. Tonight, the names of those lost this year were read aloud, and a blanket made out of fragments of tents was stitched together.
So we're going to be writing the names of our community members that we lost, and then this banner will be something that we can take with us and we can march with in the community, and it will live on. Groups here hope local elected officials will do more in the new year to help people living on the streets and those who are living on the brink of homelessness. We see lack of affordable housing, lack of affordable health care, lack of affordable child care. All of these issues compound into really difficult to live in our society.
They say it's time for people in the community to come together and solve the homeless crisis.
Let's stop complaining about the homeless issue and let's work together to find solutions.
Let's get to your national headlines tonight. President Biden has signed a government funding bill avoiding a shutdown crisis. The bill includes $100 billion in disaster aid and a one-year farm bill. It does not include a debt limit extension, which President-elect Trump wanted. Biden released a statement today saying the agreement is a compromise, that neither side got everything it wanted. This is day 3 of the strike against Amazon as thousands of workers walk off the job during the height of the holiday delivery rush. The Teamsters Union says they're demanding higher pay and better working conditions. The union says nearly 10,000 Amazon workers have joined the union, but Amazon says only about 1% of its workforce are union members. The holiday rush is on at airports across the nation. TSA expecting nearly 40 million people to pass through American airports between now and January 2nd. TSA suggesting not wrapping presents, especially carry-ons, because they will need to be opened if they cause a security alarm. Well, back in Oregon, the Clackamas County Sheriff's Office says they have arrested the suspect in a shooting outside the Clackamas Town Center yesterday. At this point, investigators believe 18-year-old Pedro Cornejo Morales shot a 15-year-old in the hand, then left the area. Deputies found him hiding in a building nearby. He's been booked on attempted murder charges as well as first and second degree assault charges and unlawful use of a weapon. Detectives continue to ask the public for information on this case. And developing tonight, a teacher out of the Vancouver Public School District has been arrested following a police investigation into claims of inappropriate behavior. In a message to Hudson's Bay High School, parents, Shadbrayan Gatson was placed on administrative leave as the school cooperated with law enforcement. He was arrested last night on charges of sexual misconduct with a minor. The school did not provide further details on the claims, saying in part it did not want to jeopardize the ongoing investigation.
These are raw numbers. They're statistics, but they represent real people. And we feel that, and we feel that pain for our community.
PPB is wanting to go beyond the numbers as it releases its updated count of traffic-related deaths for 2023 and 2024. So far this year, the death count is at 65. PPB has updated last year's to 75, saying a small number of cases in each year had been double counted. Of those, about 21 crashes involved drivers committing other crimes.
Almost every night we have multiple arrests for DUI here in Portland. We write a lot of speeding tickets. We write tickets for running red lights and disobeying traffic control devices. We're working on this problem as much as we can. And what we're also asking is that the community join us in that.
With the winter and the holiday season upon us, PPB is asking drivers to be more aware on the road. And if you're celebrating with alcohol, make a plan to get a sober ride home before you go out. Back in Portland, the Portland Police Bureau is sharing the results of a criminal operation that took place last Sunday across the east side of town. Their focus was on illegal drug sales. Over the course of the mission, they arrested 13 people, recovered 3 stolen cars, seized 2 illegally owned firearms, plus some illegal drugs. Portland police said at least one of the cases is being considered for federal charges. Well, check this out. A local and long-standing charity is helping families celebrate the holidays. Today, volunteers with Sunshine Division delivered a total of 4,000 food boxes and turkey meal kits to local households as well as partnering organizations. It's part of the group's 102nd holiday meal delivery, which is typically their largest food distribution event of the year. The Oregon Ducks will be playing the Ohio State Buckeyes in the Rose Bowl. Ohio State beat Tennessee in the first round of the college football playoff. The final score, 42-17. Well, it's going to be a rematch in the Rose Bowl as the Ducks beat Ohio State earlier this year at Autzen Stadium in a dramatic win that came down to a final play. I'm sure a lot of people remember it. Oregon is the lone unbeaten team in college football this year. They're the #1 seed and looking to win their first national championship in school history. But it's not going to be easy in the first year of the expanded college football playoff. But quarterback Dylan Gabriel says the team is taking advantage of the bye week.
In the year, in the season, you tend to, what's urgent, what's important kind of deal. And now you're able to just kind of peel everything back, self-scout. And I don't think we'd have that time if we didn't have the bye. And then getting a head start. So there's a lot of pros to it.
The Rose Bowl is on New Year's Day at 2 o'clock. And then here's a look at the rest of the bracket now that the quarterfinal is set. Arizona State's going to play Texas in the Peach Bowl. Boise State will face off with Penn State in the Fiesta Bowl. And the final matchup, Georgia against Notre Dame in the Sugar Bowl.